Sketch Boy RD. Yes. Woo! Went for a ride on that one. A lot of pulling and pushing forces. Everybody's still getting set up right now, but this morning I'm working with Jacob Rogers, guilty of treason. Don't want to make too much commotion here doing this video because, you know, the customers are here and they're still setting up equipment and everything. Let me show you the trees real quick. Well, we got this fir right here, pretty good size, so they always are. And then there's this cottonwood behind it too, coming out. So both of these are being removed. I'm not sure exactly what the game plan is here. I kind of just showed up to help Jacob. I'm not sure if I'm doing both trees or just one tree, but I'm just gonna start climbing one and piecing it out and just flow with it, you know. It really doesn't matter to me what's going on. Actually, as I'm looking at it, it might be a good idea to even rig this cottonwood off this fir. I'll probably do is go up this one, limit all the way, you know, limit quite a ways up, and then as I'm going up, I'll be looking at this cottonwood too over here. And if I can use this fir to easily remove that cottonwood, then that's probably what we should do. Otherwise, he's up there setting up equipment right now. He's got his dump truck and chipper, and he's got that cap that he put on it. You guys haven't seen the cap yet. In fact, this will be the video that you guys see it first on, because my videos come out a little bit faster than his. But he's got this cap on his dumper. I'll kind of walk by, I don't think he'll mind. And then he's got the bucket truck up here, and he's got his other service truck up top. So, and then I have my chip truck as well. So we got like all the gear and all the trucks and all the people. So it should be pretty smooth. These Moorbarks have a lot more different design than the Vermeers that I have, because they're all exposed externally versus my Vermeer. Everything's like behind metal, behind it's undercover, you know. This stuff's all kind of exposed and out, which is kind of nice, because if you have issues, then you can easily fix it and you can see what's going on. So that's kind of cool about the Moorbarks. And then here's this cap that he had installed. Looks like it's made out of metal, and it goes pretty high up, probably like a good 8, maybe between 8 and 9 feet probably. And it's gonna better hold the chips in as he's chipping into it. But yeah, so I'm out here working for guilty of treason. That's his information. Not like everybody watching my channel isn't already watching his probably. If you're only watching mine and you haven't watched Guilty, let me know in the comments, but I'm sure all of you are. Anytime you're good.
Those I get whacked with a dump trailer one all the time.
Yeah, it's easy.
He's got his Avant out. I'm actually excited to see this thing operating, because I have a 200 series that I have on order. It's a lot smaller than this, like half the size. So I'm curious. This is the first time I've even seen an Avant.
You getting one?
I have a 200 on order.
That's awesome.
But they're hard to get. Like, I heard there's only like a few left in the country, and so I have one on order, and we'll see. It might be too small for what I need, but
cool. You know, it's nice to have something small though. Sometimes this is too big. You can't fit it places. And
I'm gonna give Jacob one of these other comm systems here so that we're on comms together. I have an extra Protos comms. If you guys haven't seen these, they're cool. They're really convenient. They just plug on and off the Protos helmet, and it's built in, so there's no wires. They work pretty well.
That's cool.
So I got Jacob. He's got comms on his right ear with his ground guys, and he's got comms on his left ear with me. So he's got these two.
Yeah, I'm like an ant.
He's like an ant right here.
That's cool. Carry 8 times my body weight.
We're gonna get started. We got a lot of work to do right now, so I'm just gonna kind of get to work. And he just said that the camera job, you know, like we're trying to make a video right now too. That's like more work. We're doing more work for you guys. This is for you. Come on. Jacob's over there doing his intro for his video. Over here talking about his truck and the cap that he put on it. So here's the go-down portion here where the center is. You can see this whole backside is like, there's a huge fault line right there, which is it's not a good sign. But if it was to tear out, it would go right here towards this house right here. And it's tall. And it's got all the weight on the outside too, pulling it that way. So that's a really bad union right there. Get a little Avant in action here. That just makes life too easy. Yeah, they're growing into each other. That sucks. Let's see what else I can do with it. There's a great big one right here. If I can push it out away from this building, it's completely clear down there. Let's go for it. Jacob's having trouble down there with his chipper. He's got some chips in there, but I guess it's like having a feeding problem right now. He's on the phone with the company. He's feeding it with the Avant, pushing the material in, but the rollers, the feeders aren't sucking it in. It's like something's triggered the system, so he's kind of pushing the bar back and forth and then pushing the button to tell the machine to operate, but it's not feeding for some reason. That's never good, man. Equipment breakdowns suck bad. He'll get it figured out, I'm sure. He's on the phone with the company, but I'm gonna keep limming. I've got a good start here. It's only been about 20, 30 minutes. I'll be at the top of these trees in no time, so I'm just gonna keep going. They'll sort it out. The more I'm looking at this cottonwood behind me, the more and more I'm saying this needs to be rigged off of this tree that I'm in right now, off this fir. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It's not too limby coming up. It's kind of like just bushy stuff coming up. But these tops, the cottonwood does not hold on very long. There's a huge leader right here going out towards that property. And then after you clear that, you come up and then there's two tops right here, both leaning out over that property over there. So if I get just a little higher, I could, I'll clear these trees and I'll set a block, just a little bit, close to the height of this tree, and I'll rig both these tops over to this fir, and then probably all that stem wood too will come over to this fir. Especially since I can come down up and down easy with the Raptor. I think that's going to be the best course of action. That cottonwood is nasty. The wood is not hingy. Once you start cutting like halfway through it, it just busts off. So it's going to be really hard to manipulate those limbs to keep them where I want them to go on this side that I'm on. Otherwise, they're going to be in the neighbor's yard all day. I'm cutting into the bark and I'm pushing it. And as it's coming down, I'm trying to cut it to keep going that way. Right now, I'm putting my foot on it to push it out there. We call that the August Hunnicky move. Yeah, the Hunnicky. We call that the Hunnicky. Up while they clean up below. No good branches to throw over here, so I'm just having to attach it to the stem. they can see the tops now. Wind's starting to move a little bit, but it's not bad. That went backwards. Wow. Keystone, cornerstone. No, that's too much. I'm your slice to his pie, or something. No. Yeah, you're clear. Jacob was just telling, what's his name? Jacob was just telling Caden that his total focus is just on me. He just gets to watch my back right now. I feel so lucky. Caden's hooking me up right now. Thanks, Caden! I'm blushing. Whew, yeah, we're getting some height. Getting close. It's been about, I think I started this tree probably at 9. It's been a little over an hour, and I've been limbing this thing out. Not bad. I'm not gonna say too much till I get these tops out. That's all I'm gonna say. And Caden and Isaac are gonna be spoiled getting to use this Avant the whole time. I don't know if they've worked for the tree services or not to pull brush, but yeah, Isaac's okay. Isaac knows. But thinking ran out of gas just before I got to the tops. That's how it goes. There's what Jacob sent me. Antique CMI block. Look at this thing. It's bulletproof. Look at the movement in these things. Imagine how much these things move when the wind's blowing. Crazy. Like rubber, but it's super hard, strong wood. All clear? Oh yeah. Oh. You ready? You're not ready. First top's going out right out in front. The second top in the back's going into where the wood's gonna be stored. I'm just gonna do a little limbing. I won't top it yet. They call me Tiny Top. Alright, here goes. There's the back one now. Yeah. Where's the drone at? Hey. Alright, there you go. Tops are out. Let me show you what my surrounding area looks like. Good pan for you there. Big old multi-million-dollar houses over here. I mean, everything on the lake's multi-million dollars. I'm up here towards, a lot closer towards Seattle. So everything is like twice the cost it is down in Olympia probably. But you can see like the mountains out there in the distance. It'd be nice if it was less cloudy, because you know I could definitely probably see Mount Rainier from up here. Definitely, probably. I like to say that. But no Mount Rainier today, unfortunately. Kind of a bummer. You can see the height here of the Cottonwood behind me. This is not rig ready. I'm gonna probably chunk this down like 20 feet so it's strong enough to take all the impact from the Cottonwood over here. Other than that, it sounds like they're ready for me to chunk out some wood, so I'm gonna get to it. right, got that whole second side chopped down as you just saw. I said chop down like I'm using an axe. Cut down. I'm gonna go down, take a break for a second, let them clean up the logs. And then go up this cottonwood and rig it all out. I'm gonna be swinging some good sized pieces, should be cool. Here we go. See how Rogers is doing on chip capacity here. Pretty good. There's a ton of room in there still. All right, so I got my tie-in and rig point up here in the fur that you already see me in, and now I get to go up to Cottonwood and start rigging it over. Sucker's big, really big. It's gonna cut completely different though, really soft wood. It's gonna cut like a hot knife through hot butter. Broken in half. My saw chain just broke in half. I was just doing a regular little limb and it just snapped. The links came disconnected. That's weird. That's only happened to me once ever. This is the second time. So the first time I think the chain was just not oiling properly and getting hot and broke. It was on a big saw, but never on a small saw like this. I just broke it in half. I got something new to play with here. I got Jacob Rogers 2511 ported. Oh, fancy. I think I might be twice as good of a tree guy now with this fancy saw. Oh, whoa, this thing's wild. You guys are gonna think this is crazy, but I run a 12-inch bar on my saw. This is a 14-inch bar, and to me, that extra 2 inches, dude, it's massive. Go ahead and leave a comment for that one. I'm actually enjoying this cottonwood. I didn't think I was going to. Difference right there. The fur would have held on. That just, I cut through it just that far and the whole thing just popped off. I only cut right there, just this much. I'm gonna cut this big limb right here, and this is what I like to call Sketch Boyardee, because it's a little, just a hair unpredictable, but it's good. It's predictable, but it's got a little twist in it. So So I'm gonna try to put a face cut in it. What I'm mostly worried about is it sitting down on these limbs and just sitting there, or it breaking some limbs. There's nothing below down there that's dangerous. So yeah, let's just try it. Here we go. Stand by. Yeah, as long as it comes out, we're okay. I'm clear of it. Okay. Sheesh. Sketch Boyardee. That's a big piece. But we got really strong rigging, so I'm not worried about that. Jacob just said that was Sketch Boy RD down here too. He thought that was going to be way bigger. Come on, man. He came back and said that is a big branch. Once it got to him, he realized it was big. I'm going to rig up this top now. Went for a ride on that one up here. A lot of pulling and pushing forces. Smooth, dude. Jacob Rogers knows how to rig. Good work. Top's out. Now I gotta chunk this cottonwood down, and then maybe I'll finish the fur, maybe I won't, maybe the other guys will, we'll see. But I gotta chunk this down first. Hey, there's a rope there. He volunteered his tribute to go take the rest of that tree down. There he goes. He's a beast. He didn't even want to take the Raptor. I set the line. He said, dude, I don't need no Raptor. Get that thing out of here. He's just going to town. Man. Hey, that's awesome. He's a go-getter. Go get it. Isaac up here in the tree, getting ready to start chunking this thing out. Of course I had to get the American flag in the shot, come on. Sheesh! Everybody wants to see behind the scenes Jacob Rogers. Yeah. Look at this. Jacob Rogers running a rake. Yeah. Look how good he is at that.
Convicted rakist.
Dude, you are so good at that. Go, go, go.
It's a convicted rakist. Yeah.
A convicted rakist? Come on. He's got to stall. He's gonna have to cut that. He won't be able to push it. Tell him to handsaw it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, look at the picture. It looks like an action photo, but it's not.
Yippee. Well, that's a wrap. Isaac's gonna do one more piece and then we're gonna leave the stick the way it is. Jacob will come back another day and finish off the job. He's just gonna go from here to here. It's all cleaned up. We're calling it a day. It's a little after 3 o'clock, so we got most of that job done. You know, but at some point you gotta call it a day, and we're all cleaned up for the most part here. I'll show you. I'll see you guys later. Let's go give Jacob a high five. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
Appreciate ya.
Nice job.